Hi, Smoosh. Hi, Smoosh. Smooshy. Smoosh. Psst. Come here. Come on, Smooshy. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. It's me. Come on. Come on, baby. Good girl. Come on. See that little boops? Yeah. Yeah, she says, now I know who you are. I'm not, you don't know who you are. You're not used to seeing me in the daytime, are you? Hi, everyone. It's Wanda with the Armchair Cat Advocate. And I just walked down. Despite rumors otherwise, I don't just sit in my apartment all day, dirty and plotting revenge on people. No, that's silly. No, I find that it's much more stimulating to walk around in the morning because then the creative juices really get flowing and you really get some good ideas. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought you might enjoy. We have our friend Mark. Hi, Mark. And we have our little Smoosh. And there was a possum under my car earlier, but I didn't have my phone with me. So maybe what I'll do is bring Fury out for a little bit, because I know he wants to come out, and see how that goes. Smooshy, I can't film her. She's crawling around. She's rubbing around my legs. There she goes. There goes a little Smoosh. And I did see Wuss Puss. Who else is crying? I hear somebody else here. Psst. Hi, Mark. How's Mark? Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. He is cute. He's got a cute face, and he has that head tilt, which makes him always look like he's questioning something. He's our special kitty. She says, I'm the most beautiful kitty. Yeah, I don't know. You and Abra, I think it's a tie. Is there anybody down here? I got to start feeding them a little bit earlier because they're just not eating their food. They're not eating their food that fast. I don't know where everybody's been lately either. I haven't seen Fion. I haven't seen Moosh. Put under there. There was a dog here the other day. It was a little, looked like a bulldog pit mix, and it was coming over here to eat the cat food. I chased it away. It had a collar on, so it belonged somewhere. Because people leave their dogs out all the time here, but yeah, she's underneath there. Well, I'll go up and get Fury and see. Let's see if Fury will come out. Lawless was out. Wuss Puss was out. Scar was out. I didn't see TJ. I don't know where everybody is right now. And who else? The gray tabby I've seen off and on, the one that I don't have a look up here at the top of the stairs. Hi, Roguester. Hey, Roguester. Oh, there's Tora. Hey, Tora. Oh, who's coming? Is this Scar? Somebody's coming. I think that's Scar. Is that? No, that's Wuss Puss. Yeah, that's Wuss Puss. Scar doesn't have any fur on his tail yet. Wussin. That's little Wussin. So, and Abra was here somewhere. Abra? I don't know. Abra? Abra. Abby. Abby? Abby! Abracadabra, the magic cat. You never know where she is at. I'm trying to see if that... I'll have to rearrange that straw and see if anybody's laying in there. It is kind of warm. That is. Throw that out. Are you going to go in now? You going to go inside? Okay. I'm going to see if... I know Fury wants to come out. Okay, let's let you in. Okay. And I did order Fury a longer lead. We got a surprise in the... oh, Fury, for heaven's sakes. Okay, this is fun. Trying to go down the steps. Tora's grabbing the line as we go down. The line's all tangled up. Fury, you know you're not going to stay out here very long. You know you're not going to stay out very long. There goes Mark. You see him? There he is. There goes Mark. Okay. Whoa. All right, Fury. Oh, Wuspus is eating. You can see her eating. There's Smooshy. Smooshy, you want to come in? Smooshy wants to come in. Come on, Smooshy. You can come in. All right, let me get him set up and I will be right back. All right, let's go out and see who is at the feeding station. I think that's Wuspus. I don't think there's too many regulars out here, right? Okay, Smooshy. Smoosh. Smooshy. Hi, Smooshy. Oh, there's TJ. There's our buddy TJ. I actually think that he's friendly because I put food down for him the other day and he moved back a little bit, but he didn't really try to run away. And he doesn't try to bat at me or anything. I don't know who that is over there. Is that Lawless? Let me go check and see who that is. There's somebody on the other side there and I can't see. That might be Lawless. Hi, TJ. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi, bud. Hi. Look, that is just like, he's the spitting image of Jack. It's so funny. Jack has a doppelganger. Let me see. Is this Rogue? Or is this Lawless? I think it's Lawless. Hi, Lawless baby. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. I'd like to try to get her to come back up on the balcony now that Jack isn't here. Where'd he go? Did he leave? Yeah, I think he left. So we saw Jack. Lawless is still hanging around. Yeah, I need to start feeding them earlier because it's getting light really early now. Because I walked down to the mailbox at around 5 o'clock, a little after 5, and it was starting to get light then, and now it's pretty much, it's still not quite daylight yet, but it's still, sun isn't out yet, but it's still, it's light. So anyway, uh-oh. Well, that lasted all of what? 5-6 minutes? He's at the door. Well, there goes Lawless. She's going back. And I have Tora down there. I don't know where she's at. She's down on the other side of that building and somewhere, but I wish she'd come up here. I mean, I know she's not going to use those the boxes down there because it's too warm now for that. But I have beds up here, and she used to sleep up here before Jack came and disrupted everything. She used to sleep up here. What is that, Scar? I think that's Scar going there. See him walking up the alley there? He's black. Can't see him. There he goes. See that little speck where that blue? You can see him walking now. Walking out in the distance. Or you're going to go down again. You need to see, this is why I really want that 50-foot lead, because with that 50-foot lead, he'll be able, because right now this one that I have here is a 30-foot, and right now that one goes to right about where Rogue is, and then it stops. So an extra 20 feet should get him, close, if not to the apartment door there. So, that's supposed to come today. Yeah, Nilda lives in there. Yeah, that's our neighbor Nilda. Yeah, she's a nice lady. Yeah, she's a nice lady. So, yeah, my neighbor here, she comes out and talks to the cats. She asked me about Lucy, too. She misses Lucy, too. I don't know. I have no answers for anyone. And, I just want to let everyone know, because I have had some people suggest that I think Mrs. Sanford, is that Mrs. Sanford coming out? No, I think she's just moving the blind around. I'm going to move back here because he's not going back down. I'm not walking up and down the stairs all day for him to get scared and run back up. We can sit out here on the balcony. Yeah, we can stand out here in the balcony for a little bit, bud, if you want to be out. But yeah, to address people's issues about Lucy, I've had people say, just go knock on their door, call them. I can't do that because that's not the way it works. So I can't say much more than that. Just please just respect that, because it's complicated. It's complicated. I'm just going to say that. It's complicated. And we are, we're waiting to hear something. I just want to know, one way or the other. I want to know if she's coming back or she's not, so that I can have closure. If I have to mourn her, I can mourn her. And, move on. People don't understand how hard this work is if you are doing it legitimately and it's not just a money grab or a grift for your YouTube channel. I think that's Theon going there. Is that Theon? I think that's Theon. He went behind the car. I can't tell. But I think that is Theon. Look like him. That's Moosh. Was Theon? Well, he usually follows her around. Yep, there he comes. Hi, Theon. There he is. That's the thing with these cats. It is so hard. It is so hard. And it's made even harder when you have people that, as I said, use it for a grift, use it to make money, act like, oh, this is so easy. There's a content creator right now that's basically transforming their house into I don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's very disturbing. Very disturbing. They keep asking for more and more money, more and more gifts, saying this work can't be possible without them. If you are going through a foster, okay, if you're going through a corporate shelter that is funded by another mega corporate nonprofit, Best Friends Animal Society, if you are going through a shelter that's being funded by them, they have shitloads of money, plus all the donors that give money and throw money at them. Meanwhile, there's little tiny rescues like Feline Solutions that, and there comes our Moosh. Here comes, not Moosh, there comes Yum Yum. Now they're coming in. And you can see them in the daylight. But, when you are working with an organization like that, they provide everything. They provide food. They provide, actually this content creator, the shelter that they are supposedly fostering through, if you go on that shelter's website, and I'm not giving names here obviously, but if you go on their website, there's a whole fostering agreement. And it says very clearly how many animals they're supposed to have. They're not supposed to go over a certain amount of foster animals. They're not, well, that wasn't nice, Rogue. They're not supposed to, they want to know, like, how often are you going to be away? This person's gone during the day, and they gave this person bottle babies. So this person transports these poor dear little kittens to a friend, drops them off during the day, and then comes back. Well, okay, then why are you even fostering? If you're not going to actually foster, then don't foster. Stop. You're making legitimate rescues look bad. This is why people don't want to give money. And I'm just going to say that I'm going to segue this into the I want to do a live very soon, about a situation that's happening right now on YouTube, which has to do with animals and grifting, and I've been watching it for the last about week or so. It actually broke last week, and I've been watching it and watching all the different channels that are covering it, getting a lot of perspectives and doing some extra research. And I think this might actually open up YouTube's eyes to the amount of grifting that's going on this platform. You know, aside from the massive amount of bullying, also there's a massive amount of grifting. And this person is definitely grifting because, as I said, on that shelter's website, it very clearly states we provide food, supplies, and vet care. So why are you grifting for crates? Which I find interesting too, because what was the issue on this channel with all of the wackadoos coming from 3 other channels and constantly posting things like, oh, you have them in a crate, oh, that's terrible, oh, you have them in a crate, oh, they have them in a crate. Well, if I put kittens in a crate, my wife would have a fit. Well, you know what? I actually found that person has a channel. I found that channel, and guess what? That person has foster kittens, and guess what? That person has them in a crate. Wow. I think the username was That's the Grind. Sound familiar? Yeah. Yeah, his wife, yeah. His wife would never, ever put kittens in the crate. And yet she has. And I have a screenshot of it to prove. I also have a screenshot of a Facebook post where this wife is talking about crate training and how valuable crate training is for cats. And this is somebody that's supposed to be anti-crate for cats. Well, interesting. Yep, interesting. But, you know, we'll maybe we'll talk about some of these things when I talk about the bigger issue, because what's happening on YouTube right now is pretty interesting. Whole different content creator. But, you know, but interesting, this content creator thought they were above the law too. And looks like they might be going to jail, or at least be facing massive fines. So, you know, people that think they are untouchable, yeah, that's a true criminal mentality. True criminals, that's what they all think. They think they're untouchable. They get away with some stuff, and then they think that they're going to get away with it forever, until they don't. So, hi, Mr. Boo. He's going to do the buoy roll. Can you do a buoy roll, Mr. Boo? Oh, Mr. Boo's happy to be outside. Look at Mr. Boo. He loves to be outside. He says, I wish I had a catio. I wish too, Mr. Boo. I wonder what my landlord would say if I'd ask her, hey, can I put some screen mesh here on... I mean, I know my neighbor wouldn't care. She wouldn't care. In fact, she'd probably like it, because then she could sit out and not be bothered by bugs and stuff, because she comes out to smoke. Let's see who's down here now. But yeah, a little early morning rant. It's just really hard. It's hard with these cats. You know, and then they disappear, and you don't know where they go. You don't know if they're still with us or they're not. when they get sick, you can't always tell, or they're not, they won't let you get close enough to help them. Where are you going, bud? I can't believe that Tora and Rogue are laying together. Usually, Rogue's smacking Tora across the head. The boys are going to have a little moment on the balcony. And there goes our pretty Lawless. 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 Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I really like her. I've tried to bring her into, she's worse than Lucy. She just goes, she screams. And see, if she was up here, if she was up here on the balcony, I could kind of start, bringing her, like, sitting in the doorway like I used to with Lucy. And I used to sit in the doorway and brush Lucy. But yeah, it's hard. I mean, Feline Solutions, have fostered with them, and they don't have a brick and mortar site, which, of course they would love to have, but they don't have that. So it's basically the founder's house is home base, and then all of the fosters are like the satellite locations. And it's for as small as they are, they really do place cats. They really do. Cats, it's a revolving door of cats. The cats are going in and out all the time. I mean, I've never had, like, going back to this big corporate nonprofit shelter that this person is fostering through. They're also limited admission, which, they like to use the term no kill because it sounds so nice, but it's really not. It's really not. So animals that go in stay until they're adopted. So they could be there. They literally could be there for years. Or they could be in foster care for years. So I guess that's one way to get around ordinances. Foster through a no-kill. Because foster through a no-kill and make sure you get cats that are older, that probably aren't going to be adopted. And then you can legitimately say, hey, it's just a foster. Yeah, I had it for 10 years, but it's just a foster. Love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love how some people manipulate the system, right? Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go in and take him. He's going to go in the straw. Are you going to go in there, Fury? You're going to go in the straw? Oh, jeez. Alright. You ready to go in, bud? Okay, let's take you in. Oh, you gonna go in, little? You gonna go in? Furry monster. Okay. Alright. Alright, everyone. We will see you in the next one. Oh, yeah, before I end this, I was saying earlier, we got a nice little surprise. So, well, Fury got a nice little surprise. Actually, it wasn't for me. I got a notification through PayPal that someone had deposited money, and I looked at, they have like a little card or something, and it said something like, get Fury here's some money, get Fury his long lead so he can enjoy being outside. So it was from a Fury fan, and I don't know who, because the name was not, it was a, not a username, but it was a, what do you call it? Not anonymous. Crap. I can't think of the term. Pseudonym? No. Okay, buddy, let me put you in. I think it's like an alias, maybe, also known as. No, an alias. I think that's the word I'm looking for. There's another word, I can't think of it offhand. Maybe. Oh no, I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. But there's another term for it. But anyway, I don't know the identity of the person. I don't know, because they didn't use their real name. So anyway, I guess you can do that on PayPal. I don't know how that works, but anyway, they sent some money and told me to order the I'm just looking at the birds here. I thought that was a cat for a minute. I thought, that's a new cat. I just saw movement from underneath the car. It was small. I thought it might have been a kitten. But yeah, they just told me to order a lead for Fury. So that's what I did, and it's coming today. So okay, everyone, I'm going to end it there. Thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. I will see you in the next one. Bye for meow.